Today's prayer: and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4 and 7. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Patricia with Patricia's Crafting Corner. Today, I'm at it again with my J Diction UV lamp and my Let's Resin UV resin. We're just about out of this bottle, but I have plenty more that we can use. Now, if you can recall, on a few videos I passed, I had the crushed eggshells, put them in the red dye because I wanted to see how they would work in the UV resin and as far as designing something with them. So we're going to be using this, and I'm going to be putting them in the heart mold on this cabochon mold here. First, I'm going to put on my gloves, and we're going to go from here. The shells have been drying for about a week, so they're good and dry. I'm hoping, and with all hope, that this dye won't come off when I place it into the resin and when it's cured. So we're going to see what kind of design we can get with it, or how it looks once it's in there, and if we can use it in another project. I'm going to do all the molds. That's hearts. This is the largest size here. I don't know if you can see that very well. Okay, this is my largest size. And you'll be able to see them once they're out. And then if you can recall, I'm going to say it's the medium size heart. And then there was a very small heart. And it's back down on the end where the large one is. So let's get started. I want to thank all my supporters, my subscribers especially. Thank you so much for staying with me. And thank you to all who view my channel. Now, as you know, I'm just getting started with using the UV resin. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some in on top of the resin and work it just a little bit. I just want it to lay on top. Don't really want it down in the mold. And see what it turns out to look like. Either way, I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be a success. Now, I've seen other crafters or other artists who have used the eggshells, but they kept them white. They didn't dye them, the ones that I saw. And it's been a while back, and I could not by any means mention their names or who they were, because it was just randomly flipping channels. And I think that's enough for this one. I might as well do the smaller two since they're on this end. I'll pull them down so you can see. And we're going to start it off with, I think we'll start it off with the 180, since I have quite a bit of resin. think I don't know. I can't say that I might transition to just using the UV because I do like to use the epoxy also, but sometimes the smells can really get to you. And I've never had a rash or anything like that. But the odors, oh my goodness. And when I first started using the UV resin, the odor bothered me greatly also. And I just remembered I don't have my mask on and I need to put that on right away. So I'm going to place this into the UV lamp and put it on 180, let it cure, and then we'll pull it out and put the last bit of resin on it to seal it off. Okay. And I will be right back. I need to get my mask, and by then it should be cured. Okay, I'm back. I just let the resin cure for 5 minutes. Now we're going to top it off with the clear. I think maybe I'll add a little bit of the crushed crystal into the mold before we do that. I'm just going to see what it looks like. Don't want a lot, just barely. Any in there. That's a little bit more than I wanted, but we'll go with that. It's much too much on the smaller ones. I might be able to use that mold to do something with. Excuse me, that shape. Okay. And now we'll top it off. And we'll give it another 5-minute curing time. There's a little bubble. May have to take just a little bit off. Yeah, I am, because it's starting to run. I overfilled it. Now, don't hate me for doing this, but I don't want to waste it. fact, there was quite a bit. I almost feel the mold. I will clean this up before I put it in the lamp to cure. And go with that. Okay, now I'm not going to have you sit and watch this part. I will pause one more time before I put this under the UV lamp. I'm going to attempt to clean it up as best as I can without disturbing the shapes and the outcome. Okay, I'll see you in about 5. Okay, we've cured them for 5 minutes, and I did not take the time to clean off, excuse me, the crystals because I had an idea. What I'm going to do, I am going to demold the ones that are cured. I'm going to get off that overage because I do want to use these in something. And it turned out really good. That dye did not run. And that crystal, you can't really see through the eggshells because I had so much eggshell in there. In this one, I'm going to clip this off. Ooh. Flew across the room. Yeah, once it's hard, it's hard. I do have ideas for using it in jewelry and a couple other little projects that I want to try out. Some with earrings, some necklaces, of course, and some just decorations on other pieces. Okay, I think I got that off pretty good. A little bit of the crystal is shining through, just a tidbit, but it's okay. It's nice. It's nice for what I want to do. Now, we'll go to the other ones, see how well they did, and then I will come back and finish up with this. Okay. Yeah, this one was a little full too. Oh, I like that little shimmer. No bubbles. That's awesome. And there weren't any bubbles in the smaller ones either. Oh, wow, look at that. I thought that was a bubble, but that's actually crystal that was trying to fall to the bottom. And an eggshell. Wow. This is hard. I wouldn't want to get hit by any of these flying bits. And I don't want to wait too long to try to get it off. And I'm using these little clippers because they fit right in there. I might wind up having to get another pair of clippers. I hope not. But the larger ones, I don't think would be very productive for me because, like I say, right in the smallest places and the tightest places, these fit perfectly. And actually, this piece is still just a tidbit warm, but it's definitely cured. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Okay, now that's what that one looks like. Oh, you can see it just a little bit more. It's not a bam or wow, because like I say, I do have a lot of the eggshell in there. So what I'll do is use less now that I know that it works. The dye did not run, and these turned out beautifully. Okay, I'll move those over to the side, and with what I'm thinking here is just using just a little bit of eggshell on the side and leaving that crystal, crushed crystal to show through. And just see how that one turns out. My UV resin here. Yeah, gonna get another bottle out soon. Like I said, I've got plenty of this. It's a tiny little bubble. Okay. Now, same thing with the last two hearts that I have to do. And I will turn the mold around so you can see. Hoping you can see. Let me lower you down just a little bit. Okay. Now with the crystal, wipe off my edge here. I don't want any red in the container. I'm going to see if I can just kind of do a little bit of a little swirl or something, or even just a little stripe. Oh, that's just too thick. But I'm not going to fuss. I'm just going to go on with it. What I'll have to do is use something a little bit smaller from now on. I hope you can hear me. I have my microphone turned up because I've been noticing on some of the other channels, some of the other I won't call out any names because I haven't mentioned it to them yet, but you can barely hear, and I understand how you feel because it is a strain trying to hear, and it seems to get lower and lower and lower. Now, with my eggshells, I'm going to try just the smaller pieces, no big pieces if I can help it. I know you can't see that. I'm trying to move it into the camera. Okay. And hopefully this will work out. Don't want a lot. Let's see, I have a stick here. This is a coffee stirrer. I try to buy some of everything to have on hand because you just never know what you need and how much and then how well it will work. I think that's gonna look okay. And then with this one, something similar, but coming down on the side. Leave that one in there. Okay, now we'll put the UV resin in and cure these. Now, I think that once I get a handle on and use the right amount, I will be able to make some pretty nice pieces. And like I say, I am truly happy to be able to. I hate that that's happening. My crystal is blown out. First little poof. Okay. Let's see if I can brush some of that crystal back in there. Okie doke. We'll cure the hearts first, and then we'll get the other, and I'll be back when they are cured and we can review the outcome. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Everything has been cured, and we're just gonna demold these guys. Get a look at them, and wrap this portion of the video up, because what I was wanting to do, I've accomplished through making the pieces. Let's see how they're looking here. Just a little bit of overage. Oh, I like that. I like how the diamond dust is taking one side and the eggshells the other. This is going to be cute. Whatever it becomes, I'm going to make sure of it. Don't know what it will actually be until I sit down, get all my thoughts and pieces together, and go for it. But I will include you in that journey. I like this one too. Perfect. It's just what I needed. I like how there's red and then the back is a little pink. And even just the glitter dust is coming through beautifully. Yeah, I like these. And our last of the hearts, just a little teeny bit. Yes, now that's perfect. I think that would be a very cute necklace or pin. And the same with this one. It's clear, yet you can still see the diamond dust and the eggshells. And it's just right on cue. A little bit on each side, one in the middle. And even look at the bottom. Yeah, I like it. I like them. So, here are all our pieces. And we'll put them all together. and see what you think. If you like the process, or if you've done it before and you feel that, I could have did something a little bit differently, by all means, give me a comment. Let me know. But most importantly, give me a like, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.